Hi everyone, it's your author Heidi, and I'm finally out with my very first Q&A on YouTube. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions. Oh wait, I forgot. I first wanted to thank you guys for the 800 plus subscribers on YouTube. I know I haven't been very consistent with the videos, but I'll try my best to be more active and to create more videos for you guys. So thank you so much. The very first question I got is, will Who Let the Vamps Out and Who Let the Wolves Out be published as a paperback? Yes, absolutely. The Who Let the Vamps Out series will be published as a paperback, but I'm currently editing the third book of the ranking system, which is called The Fall of the System, which will be out this year, mid-end August. I will keep you guys updated on the official release date. And after The Fall of the System is released, I will be working on Wolo, the second book of YOLO, You Only Live Once. And then I will start working on Who Let the Vamps Out and Who Let the Wolves Out. So the second question is, when will the Class Prince Knight be coming out? And this question made me smile. So whoever asked this question was definitely in one of my Instagram lives. So shout out to you. So what is the Class Prince Knight? I actually mentioned that I wanted to write the Class Prince, but a historical version of the Class Prince. So it would be the Class Prince in a different realm. So I was kind of thinking the 19th century-ish vibe with the royal setting. So Yvonne Moonrich would actually be a real prince, and then Desmond Mello, I'm not quite sure what Desmond would be yet. And I think Trevor would be a knight. Scott would probably be the prince's advisor. Charlie would be the jester, and then Xavier would probably be a hunter. And yeah, that's kind of the vibe, the idea. And I have definitely not forgotten about the Class Prince Knight version, but I don't know when it will be out. I promise that I'll keep you updated. But the next question is, will there be a third book of The Class Prince? Yes, there will be a third book of The Class Prince, and it will be called Under the Willow Trees, and the story will be told in Trevor and Scott's perspective. So there will be a double POV. It is basically the first and second book, but through Trevor and Scott's POV. And so yeah, that's the third book. Spoiler alert, it is going to be a very emotional book, but of course it will also be very funny. Please expect a lot of humor, but also it will be a roller coaster of emotions, so be prepared for that. Next question is, will there be a book about Francisco and Luke? Francisco and Luke are side characters from one of my books, YOLO, You Only Live Once, and the both of them are Killian's two best friends, and I actually wrote a bonus chapter about them, which is available on Wattpad. I think I released it last month or 2 months ago probably. Will I write a complete book about them? The answer for now would have to be no. I don't have any plans at the moment, but I am thinking of writing more bonus chapters about them, but not a complete story. The next question, have you ever thought about giving up writing? No, I've never thought about giving up writing entirely. I've actually thought about maybe taking a break, but never writing as a whole. It makes me smile, and it makes me happy, and it makes me laugh, and no, it's just a part of my life that I can't give up. So I've never thought about giving up writing. The next question, what was your favorite book to write? I get this question a lot, and the answer it's actually hard to answer because my favorite book always changes depending on the time. So for example, the story that I'm writing at the moment will be my favorite book. When I write another story, that story becomes my favorite book because I just get so into the story and so attached to the characters in the moment that it's hard to actually give an answer for this question. But if I really had to choose one ultimate favorite book, I guess it would be The Class Prince, because I just have so many memories with this book, and Also, it's one of my stories that was the most inspired by my life, the people who were and who are in my life, and so I relate to the characters and a lot, and the story was very much inspired by my life. So yeah, I'd say The Class Prince. And it was also the very first story that I completed and published on Wattpad, so there's also that. The next question is, who's your favorite character? Oh, this is a hard one. I love them all so much. This is a hard one. I guess my favorite, one of my favorite actually, would be Desmond Mello from The Class Prince, because I relate to him a lot. The Class Prince and Conan and Dandelion are the two stories that were the most inspired by my life, and so yeah, I think if I had to choose, one of my favorites would be Desmond. My next question, I think this is my 8th question, is what is your major? I major in politics, specifically in diplomacy. What is your favorite anime? Oh, I love this question so much. I am a huge anime fan. I can't choose a favorite, there are just so many, but some of my top animes, just some that I really like, is Naruto Shippuden, and then what else is there? There's also Shingeki no Kyojin, and I'm sorry if I am butchering the pronunciation. There's also a very old school anime, but it's my childhood. It's Kaichuwa Maid-sama, and there's also Haru Ride. More recent ones would be Jujutsu Kaisen, because Gojo and just all of the characters are amazing, and I love the fact that the female characters in this anime are just so cool and just so powerful. And anyway, and Banana Fish is also one of my favorite animes, and then Full Metal Alchemist, FMA and FMAB. Anyway, I could go on with the list, but but yeah, I'll stop here with the anime question. The next question is, how have you been? I really like it when I get this question, and I think it was Gia who asked me this question. I've been doing okay. To be honest with you guys, in my first videos that I posted on YouTube, I was actually not in a great place. I was kind of struggling, but now I'm doing much better. I'm in a much better place. Right now I'm doing good, and hopefully it will stay that way. How do you pronounce your pen name? My pen name is Heidi. You pronounce it Heidi, so it's like hi, like hello, hi, and then D, like the letter D, so it's Heidi. And my last question is, how do you get over writer's block? So I actually got a lot of questions about writing and writing tips, because I realized that lots of my readers were actually writers themselves. So if you ever have any questions about writing, any writing advice, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments. I would be more than happy to make a series of videos about writing tips, writing advice. How do I get over writer's block? I tell myself that I'm not struggling because of the entire story, it's rather the last chapter or the last 2 chapters that I wrote where I'm stuck on. So what I like to do is I remove the last chapter or the last 2 chapters. I rewrite the last chapter that I wrote, and hopefully it inspires me, and then I go on from there. I build the story where I'm more inspired. So yeah, those are all of my questions I think that I got. Thank you guys so much for watching this Q&A. I had so much fun answering your questions, and I hope that this Q&A gave you more insight on who I am and about my stories, and also about writing. If you ever have any specific video ideas you'd like to see, for example, writing tips, story building, character building, success on Wattpad, how to perhaps get more reads on Wattpad, please leave them in the comments. I am looking for video ideas, and yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments. Thank you so much again, and I will see you guys in the next video. So, bye!